manualing technique builds on from your wheeling technique. It's about getting the front wheel up, but you're going to be doing this in a standing position. So the manual has a little bit more application than the wheelie. This allows you to get through obstacles a little bit quicker by getting your front wheel up and over. So for example, through rollers, through holes, like that sort of thing in the trail, where you can get the front wheel up and to the other side and just maybe drop the back wheel through. Even on rollers, you can generate speed by getting the front wheel up and compressing that back wheel down. It's a lot faster of a technique. Instead of having the whole bike going through the rollers or through the hole, it's a little bit easier. Just get the front wheel up and through the obstacle. It also helps with the steep inclines, just being able to lift the wheel. If you're dropping down any steep terrain, as it flattens out, you might be able to pick that up on really steep terrain. Just pick the front wheel up, dropping into the flat section at the bottom. It really helps with getting through stuff like that, rather than riding down front wheel first and bottoming out with your front wheel. Get that wheel up, and it's got a good application.
Hey guys, quick reminder, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, if you could, I'd much appreciate it. I'm really enjoying making these videos and I'd love to carry on doing it. Enjoy.
The manualing technique is another great technique that I'd suggest learning to do, and maybe a nice flat road, grassy area, somewhere that you can loop out and just that doesn't have a high risk of you falling and injuring yourself. So the technique for this is, what you want to do is you want to drop your hips down and get them over the back wheel, using your weight to pull up the front wheel. You're not trying to compress down and lift your front wheel by itself. You're using your weight to push and get your front wheel up. So what I'm doing is I'm sinking my legs down back over the back wheel, and from that motion I'm then standing up and back over my rear axle. So your weight needs to be behind your rear axle for this technique to work. From there, you don't want to be straightening your legs out, you want to have them bent a little bit, and that motion of squatting in and out is how you're going to adjust the angle of lean while you're in that manual. So that's going to be, you often see when people are manualing, they're doing these little adjustments with their legs. That's just getting their weight behind their rear axle, bringing it forward and back to adjust the manual. Also, making sure that you're covering your brakes, very important. As soon as you start picking it up, once you get to that balance point, you can loop out, and the bike will want to loop out real quick when you're in that point. So make sure that your back brake is covered. Again, not doing any hard on-off braking, modulating, feathering that brake from there. Something to consider is that if things do go wrong, you need to know what to do. So it's a great skill to practice with flat pedals. Be wary of doing this with your pedals until you have practiced a little bit with flat pedals. Again, similar thing to wheeling. If you are going to loop out, you want to kick the bike forward and away from you. You don't want to be holding onto the bike. You can hold onto the handlebars, but you want to get your feet out sideways and back to the ground as quick as possible. You don't want to have your feet on falling over backwards. You want to kick the bike out and try to get your feet straight to the ground.
I really hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you learned a lot. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it would mean a lot. Anyhow, jump on to the next video and let's see what else you can learn.